Hello everyone, I'm Nea and welcome back to my channel. In this pick a card, we're going to find out together what is your next big purpose. This pick a card can be focused sincerely on a confirmation about what is your life purpose slash also career, or maybe because of the energy that I have been channeling lately, I really think that we have more than one purpose, or at least many of us might have more than one purpose, and a lot of the energy right now, by the time you're watching this video, even though this pick a card is timeless, might shift and change. There are a lot of people finding even more their truth and therefore aligning themselves to new purposes. So this pick a card could be seen either as a confirmation of your already known purpose, or even to what is your next big purpose. And I want you guys also to know, because many of you ask me for discounts on my readings, that for this week there is 20% off all my readings. The link is down below. You can find it on my Etsy shop. I offer past life reading, love reading, complete reading, channel messages, you name it, I do it. So there is 20% off for a week on all my readings. You can find the link down below in my Etsy shop. Now, without further ado, let's get started with this pick a card. What is your next big purpose? I want you guys to focus and concentrate. Pause the video if you need and choose between deck number 1, rose quartz. What is your next big purpose in life? Deck number 2, lapislazuli. What is your next big purpose in life? Deck number 3, green aventurine. What is your next big purpose in life? Group number 4, the flower of life. What is your next big purpose in life? And group number 4, amethyst. What is your next big purpose in life? Like I said, take the time that you need. I'm going to leave the screen like this for you all, and I'm going to get started. For those of you guys who choose pile number 1, rose quartz. What is your next big purpose in this lifetime? Let's see, rose quartz. I'm going to start with my Egyptian tarot and move ahead with, I selected 2 angel cards, 2 oracle cards. Right. Interesting. Well, first of all, you have the Hero of Wands, the Page of Wands. This is very interesting. The Hero of Wands talks about Lord of the Flame and Lightning. As you can see, we have Horus depicted over here, a pyramid, and the Ankh, which is the symbol of life. This card tells me that your purpose, your next big purpose in life, has to do with something that really makes you passionate, be ruled by the Wands, which is Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. But first of all, he includes foreign lands, because like I always teach, even in my e-course about tarot, you are the oracle. The Page of Wands and the Wands in general represents foreign lands in the traditional art of tarot, but especially the hero, the Page of Wands. Now, when it comes down to understanding and analyzing the symbol of tarot, and when I'm saying foreign lands, it means for you something that it's out of your comfort zone, something that is foreigner. For some of you, it might be literally you are going in foreign lands, or perhaps a different culture might embrace your talents completely, and that is the next journey, the next chapter of your life and your next purposes. For some others of you, because you guys are so many, and these readings are general, private readings are down below, obviously, like I said before, but for some others of you, it means going away from your comfort zone. The Hero of Wands represents a rebirth, and with the Ankh, the symbol of life, just over here, it symbolizes that the next big purpose in your life is something that you're not familiar doing. It's something completely new. It's something that will give you a burst of passion coming from your solar plexus chakra, and it's something that, in my opinion, looking at the Hero of Wands being represented also by the pyramid, there will be some sort of travel within the afterlife, because pyramids, where I feel they are also, like, because of the way they are structured and they are made, they are literally like cones of channels of energy. But at the same time, traditionally in ancient Egyptian history, we know that they were dedicated for the pharaoh and they were tombs. But as you know, guys, the ancient Egyptian believed that even the pharaoh, or everybody literally on earth after death, was traveling with their astral body body to the arena of justice, to the scale of justice, and then move in another lifetime. Now, metaphorically, obviously for you guys, group number 1, this indicates that you have been going through such a major shift and a major transformation. It's almost like for you, group number 1, you basically died in order to reborn again. And the symbol of the ankh is the symbol of life that you finally have found back. With Horus over here, it's a representative of you finding your passion, finding the sun, finding your hero back. Like, you basically, group number 1, have saved yourself from the darkness. And now that you are coming on the other side, you know that you cannot stay any longer in your comfort zone. And it is the time that indeed maybe you embrace foreign lands literally, or you simply embrace something that you've never done before. Because the only thing that you know is that life without passion, it's not worth living. Now, I'm also seeing the 4 of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, representing 4 ankh of life in a square. Now, this represents obviously also people that have a life path number 4 or might be connected to number 4. And it represents the Lord of perfect work, being number 4, a perfect number of stability and fulfillment and abundance when it comes down to also and especially businesses. I think honestly your life purpose, your new life purpose, has to do with something that you do on your own, through a home space in your 4 walls, and it gives you long-term stability. So for example, creators, YouTubers, online businesses, which is sort of like also the world is shifting towards this direction if you think about how many people ended up being smart work. So I'm definitely seeing that is a new beginning for you, for sure. It's very passionate and it has to do with something that you deeply care about from your gut feeling, but at the same time it's something that you will do within your 4 walls and you will do within the security of your home. Or maybe for some others of you, this new purpose also has to do with moving into foreign lands or moving into a new home, and from there you will start your new purpose. I definitely do see a travel symbolized by the boat of the afterlife with Horus and the star, and you moving towards a new chapter of your life that is aligned also, if you believe in astrology, with your north node for some reason. And for some others of you, being the ibis, I don't know how to pronounce this animal in English, but it's basically the symbol of the scribe. I think that has to do something with either computers or writing abilities. Now, I'm also seeing another card for you, which is the 3 of Swords, the Lord of Sorrow. So again, another pyramid symbol, which for me indicates that you guys have suffered a lot in this period. Maybe you had a loss of some kind, and if you did, I'm deeply sorry, and I'm deeply sorry for your sorrow, and I'm sending you all my love and support on your side, group number 1. But I'm also seeing, therefore, that either you felt separated with some members of your family, being the 4 here present, or maybe you have separated with a loved ones, or it's simply that the energy have been very, very heavy, and you definitely have explored a lot of sorrow, a lot of pain, a lot of darkness in this period, and therefore you really want a new purpose. I really feel from this pile that you guys had enough. You had enough of pain, you had enough of crying, you had enough maybe even to feel stagnant with this 4th energy. And the only thing that the universe is trying to scream at you in order to make you move away from this Lord of Sorrow, and you always feeling like you have to bow down to the system for a reason or another, I honestly feel, let it happen. Let death transform you. Surrender to the inevitable, like a sort of Tower moment, but it's not the Tower card. This is the 3 of Swords. Let the sorrow happen. Stop denying how you feel. And then where you're going to be completely understanding how you feel, you will be able to realize that you cannot go on in the same way as you used to do before. But in actuality, the only thing that you can do, group number one, is to move on with something new, completely different, completely transformed, and completely you at the same time, if it makes any sense. Something that it doesn't matter if it gives you money or not at this point, but at least to you, you feel it's worth living. Because from the energy that I'm picking on this pile, this stagnation is just too strong and the pain has been too much for a long time. So it's really time that the universe is saying you become the hero of your life and you reborn with this anchor of life, and analyze that and understand, more than analyze, that you are indeed a spiritual being worth of eternity and joy and abundance and so much more. But joy and abundance cannot really happen in your life unless you do things that you're joyful about. You do it with joy. So it is time to really, say goodbye to the Three of Swords and say goodbye to the old you. You are destined, in my opinion, in this new purpose, like I said before, to really work at home, different from what you did before. You need to find, this is what I'm hearing. I'm telling because I'm channeling, guys, so I know I sound sometimes incoherent or weird, but just be patient with me, please. I really feel that you guys, you need to take this leap of faith. You need to become the hero of your life. It is time that you take the courage to do what you love to do, which we're going to find out in a second what it is. But it's time, group number one, especially because you also choose rose quartz, which is a crystal of love, that you just move with your own truth. And it is okay, even if a personality, an ego, a part of yourself needs to die. But to be honest with you, it has already died. It's just that you're flagging a dead horse. I'm sorry. So it is time that you have a new purpose, and it has to do with something that you are unfamiliar with, and that you will start on your own by yourself within the security and stability of your fourth walls. And remember, the fourth or even 22 as a life path are amazing numbers when it comes down to abundance and business. So you really are going to be successful in terms of finances. It's just about leaving this Three of Swords energy that, oddly enough, has came at last in order to make you understand that you cannot go on as you used to do before, which is a kind of a worldwide theme. So I completely understand how you feel, and you won't believe it, guys. I swear, I don't decide the cards before. You gotta believe me. I have the cards of career change. See? There is this beautiful angels over here in this lighthouse indicating you exactly where you need to go. And it all starts, in my opinion, group number one, from your solar plexus chakra, therefore from your passion, from your feelings of desire and joy and abundance. And even if you may, you got feelings. You could be clairsentience for some of you, but indeed it is obvious that your new purpose is leading you to embark upon a new career change that truly brings you the joy and abundance that you desire and indeed you deserve. And in order to understand what exactly this new purpose is about, what is the job that I can do that not only makes me passionate, but it's different from what I always have done, and that I can do on my own within my four walls without necessarily involving anyone else. That is where you're going to find the answer specifically and tailor-made for all of you guys. Also, wow, like, I can't believe it. Like, we have the beautiful card of release. It's really time to let go of your old purpose. The leaves are falling in cycles, like in autumn, they're falling from the trees, and it will be crazy to glue them back because they're going to regrow even better and blossom to a new extent. I knew, honestly, guys, I needed to do the speaker card. I literally channel like, these people need to hear this. It is okay to have more than one purpose. And it's not true that because you have a specific, in astrology, a specific north node that points in a particular sign, that means that that is the only thing that you're going to do. The sign and even the house where it's placed in astrology, it's a map. It's telling you, okay, I have a map, so I know where my compass is heading. But at the same time, it doesn't really matter what you do. There are millions of ways in which a purpose can be achieved, especially when it comes down to career. So for example, you could be an humanitarian and you could do it in so many ways throughout a lifetime. So in that sense, it is obvious, especially in modern days, that we have all probably more than one purpose. One thing is sure for you guys, it is time to let go and release of the Three of Swords, release of the sorrow, have that career change that you want, and really becoming the hero of your life, saving yourself from this misery career that you've been through for so long, and starting to do something within your four walls that brings you joy and passion. Now, I know you guys probably want a more specific answer, but probably the cards are not giving me exactly an answer because you guys are so many. But I'm going to try to see another cards for you. Maybe we get a more specific one. Let's see. Comment down below in the meantime to share your stories, because you guys, you know how much I love to hear from you. All right, the cards is another three. The Three of Pentacles, the Lord of Material Work. The Three of Pentacles, it's something creative, because you have 3-3, which is life path number 33 for some of you, which you could be for sure. And therefore, you absolutely need to do something that is creative. And at the same time, I feel you were always worried about pushing yourself into something creative, which most likely has to do with either, you know, writing, songwriting, or anything among those lines, but painting even could be for some others of you. But I really feel that you were always afraid because of lack of money. You have experienced in your lifetime, group number one, lack of money, like even in a past life, if you believe in past life, like intense lack of money. Maybe you were literally almost on the street sometimes and you were counting the coins before you could even do shopping, and therefore you have this trauma within your own self. Or you could be right now in the situation where you have this trauma that, like, how am I going to do without money, which is completely understandable. But at the same time, what the universe wants you to know is, if you don't release this, you're going to have a mental breakdown, because your soul is going to be in misery. So it is really time to release change, and you're going to have money. It's just a matter of starting the job with the Three of Pentacles, to starting the material work. But you're going to be fine. And I really feel with this 33 and the star and moving somewhere else, it has to do with traveling, it has to do with creativity, and it has to do with reborning and becoming even more of yourself, being the pyramid, the tomb of the pharaoh present. But you're destined to be successful. So don't let the material world push you down, group number one. This is what I hear from you guys. I hope it makes some sense. Again, thumbs up if you like this video, subscribe to have more pick cards and video. Remember, 20% off on all my readings, and comment down below. All right, let's move on. For those of you guys who choose lapislazuli, what is your next big purpose? Let's find out together. I'm going to show you the tarot first, and then we're going to move on to the oracle cards as usual. All right, where should we start? Wow, it's a theme, isn't it? The Ace of Wands, the Lord of the Root and the Power of Fire. The Ankh, the symbol of life. Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. The Ace of Wands, a new beginning is happening. Your spirit animal is probably a feline or the lion, or you could be a Leo being, two lions strongly present in this reading. With the Ace of Wands, it seems to me that something deeply passionate and that you deeply care about, it's about to happen and to come true into your life. You have a very strong power within you, and your purpose, probably for those of you guys who choose this pile, has to do also with justice and bringing justice to people. You have realized recently that you really believe in certain causes and you really want to share your voice out loud. You don't want to back off. You really want to see a difference in the world, and you did realize that you have to speak in order to see a difference, and you're going to be recognized because of that. I'm seeing people listening to you with this card, I am seeing you shining and being center stage. I am seeing deeply justice because we have the figure of Ma'at on top, which is the goddess of justice in ancient Egypt. And the Ankh is this extreme symbol of rebirth also happening for you, group number 2. I'm also seeing the card of the Ten of Swords, the Lord of the Ruin, which is a beautiful symbology. I feel honestly, for those of you guys who choose this pile, you have come full circles. It's been a while that you kind of like were moving away from stagnation. It's been really a while that you have been working on your healing, but now that death that you were desiring, you know, the death of the ego even, or the death of false identity, even around you, is over. Like, the time of betrayal is over. The time of suffering is over. I am seeing you standing in front of a crown and saying, it's over. Even you probably are saying this to a person, it doesn't matter, but you now have clearly and fully in mind where you want to go. And you want to bring justice to this world in a way or another. You want to speak, and your presence is becoming stronger and stronger and stronger, like a lioness or a lion. But at the same time, group number 2, you're doing this coming from a deep sense of compassion, understanding, and fire, meaning not in a fiery, aggressive way, though that might be also part of your personality. But I feel for you, group number 2, it's more about, I am a spiritual warrior. I'm going to overcome the obstacle. I mean it. It's over. Like, the people that have abused me, betrayed me, I am not going to stand for this any longer. The new me is coming, and you better be ready. This is the energy that I'm strongly envisioning and picking up, which is a great revenge in a way, is a great reward from the universe, is a great new opportunities will come into place for you because of this energy, and therefore a great goodbye to what has been. Maybe could be for some of you also the end of a certain Saturn return, and you're moving forward to a new chapter of your life, which is again is a theme for the world right now in terms of collective energy. I'm also seeing beautiful. We have the Two of Cups, which is the Lord of Love. Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, and Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, by the way, in terms of sign. I'm definitely seeing that you have valued love situations a lot in this period. You have put people and situation in the scale of balance, and you have said to people, is your heart light as the feather of justice? And now that you know who are the people that really deserve to be with you or around you, or maybe even the career choices, you can move on with these new beautiful opportunities. Now, we do have a portrayal of justice in 3 different cards and in 3 different scenarios. So I really feel for you, group number 3, you have come full circles in terms of review of your life. And now you're not only choosing people that you love, but moreover, you're choosing to love and to follow love, because you really did get that you're never wrong when you follow love. And in my opinion, your next big purpose has to do with being a speaker of some sort, being center stage, teaching others in a way or another, feeding the message where it needs to fit. And it all comes down to bring justice to this planet and teaching people also to become, in a healthy way, spiritual warriors. I am also seeing the card of children, and guess what? We got the lion over here, and I swear I don't see the cards before doing the reading. I discovered them with you guys. So it definitely has to do with educating younger people, possibly working with children. But you know, the children card is so much more. It could be that some of you have decided to make a family with the love card and the Two of Cups. That could be for sure. But I feel on a much more general term, your new big purpose really has to do with teaching young generation, the rainbow children, the crystal children, and you will have new opportunities to lead, possibly even with music or some sort of art or one of your incredible talents, to lead people towards a better life, almost like a rainbow bridge. You're functioning as an angel for this young generation, or possibly for some others of you. This will include young souls, but at the same time, your new purpose is to bring justice and to teach them how to become spiritual warriors and to build a new earth that is not just a new age spiritual idea, but is a concrete life that you all are living and will live. Also, we have the card of action, and we see the light at the end of the tunnel. In fact, with the Ten of Swords, this indicates the release of argument, betrayal, sufferance, and really seeing, like, almost at the end of a Saturn return, your harvest, seeing the end of the storm. And even though the energy have been chaotic around the world, now you know, group number 2, how to take action. Now you know how to lead, and to lead this young generation, again, like a lion or a lioness, towards justice. Now, let me grab some other cards for you guys in order to see if we have any further messages for group number 2. But in contrast of group number 1, I really feel that you guys know where you're heading, and this is more of a confirmation, and it's a very straightforward answer for you guys. So, like, you just know that you are natural born leaders. Your purpose is about justice, and it doesn't really matter how you're gonna do it. You just know that you want to speak, and you're possibly gonna end up speaking center stage. For those of you guys who are more artistic, it might very much be with the Ace of Wands that you will become, you know, actors or entertainers, but at the same time, you will do it to share a specific message of justice. So that could also be a message, but it is undeniable for you, group number 2, the family has a primarily focus. So definitely one of your next big purpose will be to be united with a loving relationship, a healthy, holy relationship, and make a family. For some others of you, the Lover's card is about you making a decision that is indeed under the eye of Ma'at, the goddess of justice. But to be honest, I'm really seeing the disc of plumes, the lovers, the Shen. This is really about Isis and Osiris, the twin flame couple or soulmate couple, especially because the Lover's card came where we have the Two of Cups. So you are destined to really teach young generation about either spirituality or justice, and to build a new world in leadership. So you are the teachers, in my opinion. That is your next big purpose. You are the motivational speakers, and you will do it with the person that you deeply love, which most likely for a lot of you guys is your twin flame, which is independently on the fact that you could be lovers or not. It's completely independent. There are so many dynamics to twin flames, and I have tons of videos that explain that for all of you. But definitely you are aligning right now with what you deeply love and with the situation and people that you deeply, deeply love. And I feel this is great time to take action, release completely the past, which you're already doing, and new big opportunities are about to knock on your door. It's just a matter of time. And they definitely involve children or young generation for sure. This is what I see for you, group number 2. Remember, there's 20% off on all my readings. Comment and subscribe to this channel to have more videos about witchcraft, occult, pick cards, reading, you name it, I do it, and see you on my next video. Alright, let's move on for those of you guys who choose pile number 3, green aventurine. What is your next big purpose? Let's find out with the tarot, my ancient Egyptian tarot deck, the tarot of Saqqara, and then we're going to look at the oracle cards as well, which you guys have a lot. I didn't notice that. Alright, where should I start? This is a lot. Alright, take your popcorns, you're ready. Let's start with the light one, okay? We have the Lord of Peace restored, the Two of Swords, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. Finally, even though it's been an era of chaos, Ray has told us, I've channeled this before, but even though it's been quite of a time of chaos, within the chaos, you, group number 3, have found a place of healing, a place of understanding, and a place where now you can be confident about what to do next. You have chose green aventurine, which is a beautiful stone. It's a stone that represents the heart chakra, but like I said in my video about spell for attracting abundance, money, and success, Green aventurine, it is used for this type of spells. It is used for prosperity, opportunity, and abundance. And I definitely feel that you are deeply connected to this in this recent time while you're watching the speaker card, the group number 3. I really feel that the God of Scripture Thoth is next to you. Maybe you will sign very soon contract, new opportunities, but I really feel that finally, most likely, you have chosen your peace among everything else. And you didn't do this, group number 3, because you're selfish, but because you realize that peace is the standing ground from where creation, source, the universe truly creates. Because if you create from a place of chaos or you get swayed by the chaos, you can only create out of chaos, and that never leads to fortunate outcome. Now that you have realized that action is taken when you are in alignment, you're truly deciding to take action within this alignment. And this will propel big new opportunities and big breakthrough for you, group number 3. Why I'm saying this as well? Because I am seeing the Queen of Wands, the Queen of the Throne of Flame. Beautiful card. Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. You are beautiful. You are charming. You're looking better than ever before, energetically and possibly also physically. And people are recognizing your charm. And I feel that the universe is spurring through karma and through justice a new opportunity your way that you cannot skip and that you cannot really miss. This is an angelic almost presence that I'm seeing through this bird. The sun is shining and rising. The felines are resting. I really feel that you have come full on into your power, full on into your alignment, in your energy alignment. And therefore, the manifestation that you wanted for such a long time, which for you, I feel group number 3 has to do with recognition for your hard work, they're truly coming. So are we really talking about a new purpose over here? I feel that you will continue doing what you were doing because you were really on the right track. It's just that people weren't ready for you. I feel that you are an angelic presence for others, and the universe is finally and going to reward you and therefore celebrate you. Why I'm also saying this? Because I am seeing the beautiful card of the stars. And do you know what this card in my beautiful Tarot of Saqqara means? It means the priestess of the silver star. Is the representative of the goddess Osset, or well known to be Isis as well. The stars is wish fulfillment, is manifestation, is hope, is the faith even within the challenges. You are a psychic, you are a channeler, you are a leader with the Queen of Wands. You could be an entertainer, but you do it for the purpose of bringing healing light. But moreover, I feel you could really channel from spirit, and you are the priestess of the silver star. Comment down below for those of you guys who choose pile number 3, regardless of the gender. You are the priestess of the silver star. You are a star. You are nature at work, and possibly you could be also an earth angel. I'm seeing you're fully dedicated into the protection of also the environment, nature, and you will do it with your endeavors and your words and your charm. People really recognize you to be extremely beautiful, extremely charming, and this energy that is being given to you for a reason will attract them to listen to your message. You know, you should never see things as shallow, because reality, everything in the universe has meaning. It's that some people don't want to see meaning, and they dismiss it, and they're like, oh, that is shallow. Not really. Everything has a meaning. You just have to look closely enough to see it. And every talent that we have, including beauty, which is ruled by Venus, you could be a Taurus or a Libra, is indeed a gift coming from God in my perspective. You are nature at work. You are also in this period actualizing imagination. So I definitely feel that your new purpose has to do with keep doing the work that you're doing, but decide deciding to implement more creativity within your work and becoming even more original for a lot of you, because the star, let's remember that traditionally in the tarot is the card of Aquarius. You could have a north node in Aquarius or a south node in Aquarius, meaning that you naturally are a visionary and you will bring to the table new ideas that will benefit the whole, but you will do it with style, you will do it with class, you will do it with a great imagination, great creativity, with great appeal, if you can say, because you know that in 2020 and moreover in the future, that attracts people, that attracts masses to listen to your deeper message. And I feel this is very beautiful. You are going to become even more of what you have been, and I feel that also this card are a symbol of gifts coming, like I said before, of hope through faith, which is really a self-validating truth, because hope through faith means to really be in faith in faith. As you can see, it's a self-validating truth. Like I said, you are the priestess of the silver star, which refers also this card as Venus as a planet and as the star Sirius. So I feel that you are also star seed coming from Sirius. There are many people having videos. I have one video only about star seed, but I think Star Girl has a complete video and a list where she explained each and every star seed. And it's very good, that video. I suggest you guys watch it if you want to know more about Sirius or Syrian people, because I don't have a video about that. And also I am seeing that you are meeting the challenges of faith, you know, the challenges of your purpose, the challenges of life through faith. And grace is being accorded to you, because I feel also for you guys, number 3, you are an astrologer, or you have been following the guidance of astrology. You know therefore how to work the energy of the planets, you know how to work the cycles of the planets, but you're not going to limit yourself to do that only. Your new purpose, yeah, you're still gonna do astrology, or it has to do with the star, with the astro, you know, in a way. But at the same time, you're also a healer, you also are an artist, you also have a sense of imagination, and this sense of hope that you feel right now is what is making you decide your next big purpose. And that's why you know that the universe is giving you a promise of future opportunity. And I'm telling you, I am seeing an unexpected encouragement from a person that you thought was against you, but in reality is not. And I'm also seeing a gift of new inspiration, and you just feel this great deeper sense of destiny actualizing for you. This is great. I love it. Let me see what the oracle card says, because you guys have a lot of oracle. Wow, I love it. You cannot even believe it. Like, I never choose the, I said it for all the cards. Okay, let me start. I'm sorry, I'm so weird. But environmentalist, I told you, you are an earth angel, so you could also possibly have an aura that is green, which is, when I've been in Sedona, and my ex-boyfriend has a green aura. In his green aura report, it was written that people with a green aura are kind of like destined to be actors, or destined to be so charming, like the star. They shine as a star. That's what it was said. And I definitely see this for you. You guys are heart chakra people, you have a green aura, you are earth angels, you're kind, and even though you might, your new purpose might have to do also with entertainment of some kind, I feel that your deeper purpose has to do with protect and nurture and teach others about the environment, and therefore being also an environmentalist, or implementing in your new purpose environmentalist activity within your existing purpose or your existing career that you're doing, like we were saying before. And I'm seeing like there's so much connection to going in the countryside. Like, look how many green cards, it's crazy. And this tells me that you have to see things from a broader perspective, because sometimes you might get stuck in your own paranoia or in your own, you know, doubt or fantasies, but you are shining as a star. You definitely are moving forward in the right direction. You are are either earth angel or star seed. You have deeper knowledge that comes from the Sirius star within you. So try to see things from this higher perspective and keep moving forward, because the diligence card literally means, even if I read you the booklet, it means keep moving forward. You are the priestess of the silver star. I love this thing. Like, it could be honestly the name of a band. If you have a band, call it the Priestess of the Silver Star, or a YouTube channel. Like, I swear, I gave it to you guys. I gave it to you. It's such a good name. And in fact, we do have the card of going forward. Definitely, I feel you're doing great. Listen, you are just implementing new ideas in your new purpose, which are the ones that I've said before, group number 3. Keep moving forward. It's gonna come true what you wanted to manifest, and it was just a matter of time. And I really feel group number 3, it's gonna become bigger and bigger and bigger because your purpose is big. Does it make any sense? I hope so. Comment down below to share your stories, thumbs up, subscribe to this channel to have more readings. I do lives as well. I do so many things. Just check them on my channel, honestly. And remember, there is a promotion, 20% off on all my private readings. And thank you so much for your support and being here with me today. All right, let's move on. For those of you guys who choose pile number 4, the flower of life. What is your next big purpose? I love this stone. Like, I'm so addicted. I always put it in every pick a card. Now, let's see. We're gonna start with the tarot as usual and then move on with the oracle cards. Right, okay. Where do we start? Okay. Let's talk about the first card. We have the Tower card, okay? Don't get scared. This card represents the Stargaze, the Lord of the Host of the Mighty. This Tower card, for me, represents you opening the door of consciousness, opening the truth, opening the sarcophagus. And we also have here Thoth and Ma'at, which are twin flames. They're soulmates. They're wife and husband. And together, because she is the goddess in ancient Egyptian history, she is the goddess of justice and he's the god of wisdom and the scribe. Together, they write the book of the law, which also could be the 7 hermetic principle, which include as above, so below, as within, so without. In other words, the law of attraction. So you kind of woke up. That's how I feel your Tower moment is. You really woke up. Like, there is really for you, group number 4, no turning back. You have opened the sarcophagus. What does it mean to open a sarcophagus? It could mean many things. It could be you open and saw your mummy, and therefore you understand that death is an illusion and it's only the doorway to a new life, which could be interpreted in so many ways. Or it could be you are an archaeologist opening a sarcophagus and therefore understanding so much truth about your past, your genes, your ancestors. Literally figure it out and fit the message where it needs to fit, because I'm seeing so many people. I know I didn't want to sound rude. I wasn't rude. I'm just saying there are so many meanings to this scene. But inevitably, generally speaking, because this is a general reading, this is going to be you uncovering a lot of truth about the world, about yourself, about your family. And therefore, even though it might be traumatic with the Tower, it might be sudden, it's always healing and it's always a breakthrough, even though it might be a bitter taste breakthrough. Also, the Tower is number 16 in this tarot deck, which does represent a karmic number that you might hold. And I believe that number 16 is giving me the impression of you having to endure a lot of sufferings and always have to discover a lot of truth about yourself and others, which ultimately is a test from your soul, really, more than anything, about becoming consistent and diligent in your work. I am seeing that you have really woken up from your dream state and you had a direct revelation and intervention from source energy, from the creator itself. So literally, this Tower moment is a divine intervention to correct and any act of transgression from your human ego. Like, you finally woken up, like you were literally going in the wrong direction, your soul was saying, and the creator has stopped you and said no more. no more of this, no more of ego. You need to wake up and see that doesn't matter how much you think is right, you need to see this from a higher standing point. And this is specifically the act of glorifying the messenger more than the message. Therefore, for example, you might have been caught up in some sort of philosophy or even astrology or tarot reading, and you were always like idolizing people, or maybe for some of you, you were developing a spiritual ego where you were idolizing too much of yourself and therefore glorifying more the messenger that was bringing the message than the message. I always say this to so many of you guys, like, don't judge spiritual teachers in and of itself unless they're scammers. Obviously, it goes without saying, discernment. But at the same time, try, or even channelers or me, anybody else, try to just pick up on the message, because the message is the one that comes from God, that comes from source. And the other person, the person delivering the message at the end of the day, it's only another brother or sister, is another human being. So never glorify the messenger, but take the message, which could be applied to you or could be applied also to others. So this also indicates for you, group number 4, that you have connected a lot of truth and a lot of dots, and you could also have channeling or psychic abilities. So I am seeing divine intervention coming also like an act of God, and this is also can be interpreted as a sign of retribution, because God's action could be shocking as a thunderbolt in order to wake you up. So I am seeing that you are seeing selfish ambition for what they are. You are learning a lot of lesson. You have realized that you reap what you sow, and you are just like, you're finding your courage back through resistance, and you see destruction as an opportunity to rebuild better and much more in alignment with your truth. Does it make any sense what I'm saying? I hope it does. Comment down below. I'm also seeing the card of Baba, the Lord of Abundance, the 3 of Cups. So as you guys can see, the Lord, Creator, Source, Universe, Sophia, whatever name you like, loves to bring you joy and abundance. It's just that sometimes, Creator or Sophia needs to stop you in order not to make you go towards illusions. Sometimes, like a loving mother or a loving parent, it needs to say no to you in order to say yes later, and to say it in a much better way. So don't worry about it, even though this might look and sound as a shocking moment for you. It's for the better, and it's going to give you so much more abundance. It's going to give you so much joy. Just trust and surrender to the process. I'm also seeing the beautiful card of the categories and the 4 channels. This is deep. Earth, air, and fire, and water together. The 4 cardinal point. The pentacles. The 5th element is Akasha. They are all together in the temple of your existence, and you are this beautiful pillar of light. Do you see this pillar that is basically emanating light from Ma'at, the goddess of justice, where Horus and Seth are battling, the evil against the good in a way or another? You are a divine channeler, and that is your next purpose. You have to stop in order to realize that. Now, there are many ways on a person on how they can channel, but really something big is happening right now, and it is really to wake you up to the truth of who you are, which is ultimately what a light worker is all about. It's to bring light to the shadows. And I am seeing that this card could be a number 23, could be a number 1, natural born leaders, but really this card, or you could be a life path number 4, but this card really represents all the 4 suits of the minor arcana, represents the whole way of Ma'ath, bringing light, and you are walking really the whole way of justice. You are moving away from the evil forces, if you believe believe it or not, and you are being saved by the Creator. The divine eye of Horus, the divine eye of the Creator prepares you to bring this newfound inspiration back into your life, into the world, and then later on to humankind through the conscious choices of 1 or 4 vehicles of civilization. This is incredible, and this is what I'm channeling for you guys. The 4 vehicle of civilization. You're going to do it in 4 things. So number 4 is highly significant. I feel you're going to do this with your voice, with your mind, with the internet, and with your heart. That's what I'm picking up, which I know it's kind of general, but this is with your voice, with your mind, with the internet, and with your heart. So this is big. This is really big, and your new purpose has to do with helping humankind. Wow. And that is why it's going to bring you so much joy and so much abundance. And this card is associated with Edgar Cayce. Mind you guys, if you don't know what Edgar Cayce used to be, Edgar Cayce is the American sleeping prophet. One of the most amazing prophets, amazing psychic of all time. And do you know who Edgar Cayce also was? He was a channeler. In fact, your next new purpose is about channeling. And this card refers to self-realization and recognition of a life seal. And this is exactly what Edgar Cayce used to talk about. Edgar Cayce used to say that each and every one of us has that life seal. Basically, that we can all channel. I can do a separate video about this if you guys want to. Comment down below. We can all just channel, closing our eyes or looking at a piece of paper and drawing our life seal, which is like a sigil that embodies all our purposes. And he used to draw these seals for other people. Maybe this is what also you're gonna do. Maybe for some of you in a much more mundane plane, this has to do with becoming a life coach. But it is about revealing truth about other people's purposes. And finally, you are realizing, because of the intervention of Creator, what is exactly your new purpose. And there is a lot of abundance coming from this, because obviously your purpose supports you. And I am seeing that you are deeply connected with ancient Egypt. You probably had a past life over there, and to the god Horus, which also means the hero. And you are going to pursue 4 stages of your life. So depending on by the time that you're watching this video, you are going to see in your life that you're going to enter more than 1 stage, up to 4 quests. And you must accomplish this 4 quests, because that is your birthright. And this is your mantra, this is your statement. We are the way, we are the light, we are the truth, and all of this are yet becoming. This is deep. Whoever has chosen this pile, it's deep. It's deep. Let's see what else. All right. You are going to, as a next purpose in your life, build a school. A school where people can teach you will teach how to channel, or you will teach psychic abilities, or you will just simply teach, or you will go to a school where they teach you that. But I feel for a lot of you guys, this is about opening maybe an online course, an online school, or it has to do with teaching others, but more like channeling and teaching, you know, even with your psychic abilities. And maybe you're going to do this also by traveling the world, which sounds crazy because we got coronavirus, blah, 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 blah. It's not going to last forever. Trust me. It's not going to last forever. And there is a person that was really scared and told me, there is a kid in India that is predicting bad thing, this and that. What, Ray? Why are you channeling? I'm going to give it to you guys over here so I don't have to make a separate video. What I can tell you that I channel is, I am seeing floods that are going to happen. And many people have channeled that as well. And I know it's unfortunate. I have saw that this pandemic, it's gonna represent itself. Maybe it's not gonna be the same thing, but it's gonna be something else, and I don't know exactly when, but it's going to have a second wave. I don't know when, but then it's gonna stop. It's just all to make us in realignment with what we need to do. Nevertheless, Ray told me to not be scared. You guys are all protected, and we are going to be back to travel, and we are going to be united better even than before. So trust the process. No matter how many bad things people are predicting, no matter how many bad things or chaos you're seeing, he told me to tell you it's all for the better. Trust the process. You are safe. You're doing a great job, and it's gonna be fine. So mind you, possibly you have to hear this message. I am seeing that you're destined to really be in a next great adventure of your life. And I feel that you guys are going to go to Bali, or you're going to go to a place that is like a jungly forest, tropical place, and that is where you are going to establish your school or your business, and like a healer type of thing. Or you are going to encounter healers over there, and that is how you're going to have success and abundance. I know it's crazy. If guys, this reading didn't resonate, you can choose another pile. I know it was quite weird, but this is what I'm channeling for you all. All right, subscribe to this channel if it makes any sense for you. Thumbs up, comment down below. There's 20% off on all my readings, and thank you so much for your support and kindness. You guys are dope. All right, last but not least, let's see those of you guys who choose pile number 5, the raw amethyst. So what is your next big purpose in life? Might be a confirmation, might be something new that you need to hear right now. Let's find out with the tarot card and then with the oracle cards. All right, you're another one that take your time and take your popcorns. Okay, let's start with this. The Queen of Cups, Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. She is the queen of the throne of the waters. She is Nemesis. Nemesis is the sister of Isid, Oset. She was considered the evil sister because she is the wife, the companion of Seth. But in actuality, Nemesis is not that bad. Nemesis is only the dark, sensitive moon phase of the same goddess. They are twin sisters, and she is a healer. She is a magic woman. She is a prophet. She is a counselor. She is the queen of the moon. So you could be a Cancer for a lot of you guys. But whatever it might be for you, your next big purpose, it is to go deeper into your sensitivity, analyzing that your gifts of being an empath are not a curse. They need to be managed for sure. You need to learn boundaries. That's okay, but you are learning it, and there is a gift, your sensitivity to the world, and this is also giving you more than one psychic abilities that you will utilize for your career and for your personal life. Because I feel you guys are the type of person that even if you might do a normal, let's say normal job or whatever it is, you always will function as a counselor. People will always tell you how they feel because it's just your energy, and you're very sensitive also to animals. But at the same time, the thing that you have been learning for quite a while is to not get drained by others and not make others treat you as a Zoltar machine. Like, you know, I give you a coin and I want a prediction, even though you might not be psychic, you know, but I'm psychic meaning like a job. But you have analyzed that this is an incredible gift, but at the same time, you know better now, and you know how to give it better, to give it more properly, in order to also give to yourself and respect your gifts and your persona. I'm definitely seeing that you guys are deeply connected to spirit, you're deeply connected to the earth, and we have the 5 of Swords, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, which indicates the Lord of Defeat. So the Pentacles, I always say this in witchcraft, but not just in witchcraft.
I'm going to zoom in so you guys can see.
Represents really the energy of the cosmos, earth, air, fire, and water in Akasha. And when the pentacles are in the reverse, which is not your case, represents chaos. That's why this is a evil kind of symbol, or maybe it is represented in chaos magics most likely, or in type of magics when you want reversal type of experiences. Let's put it this way. I don't like it. I prefer it this way. I prefer harmony, and this is what you prefer as well. But at the same time, you have to go through a sort of defeat in order to understand where you want to go next. And sometimes you have to be diplomatic, meaning in other words, not that you have to lie to people, but you understand that sometimes when people want to be right, give them that right. You know, in Italy we have this saying where we say we give the right to the stupid, and it's not a way to insult anybody, but it's like saying, if you don't want to hear me out, if you don't want to compromise or not even hear where I'm coming from, well, just be right then, remain in your own right, and you won't learn anything from life. That's how we mean it, right? And this is what you have done with people. You have said, if you don't want to hear me out, if you don't even like, you just want to remain in your stubbornness and closed-mindedness, I'm going to move for better places, because it's not worth it for me to try to convince you or convert you when literally we're coming from two different standing point or two different vibrational point, if you may. And even though this might sound as, especially purpose-wise, as a sort of defeat, it is all for the better. You're changing your career, you're changing your purpose in order to have something that is so much better for you and so much more in alignment, especially group number 5 with your sensitivity. I'm also seeing number 10, the 10 of fire, the Lord of oppression, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. It looked like you have come full circles. Like this is the Ankh, the symbol of life in ancient Egyptian history, right? In ancient Egyptian symbology. This is a chapter of your life, and look how many you have been through. Look how many situations, heavy burdens that you have been carrying for such a long time. See, one after the other, after the other, after the other. And now, you know what? You have become like a lioness. You have become Sekhmet, the goddess of fire, the god Basti even, the cat feline. You know that it's time to release all of this, to become more fiery, more powerful, which doesn't really mean that you're losing your sensitivity. It only means that you know how to utilize it better and not in a way where people are draining you. That is the entire point of that I'm channeling for you guys, group number 5. And this is obviously going to propel a new purpose. Let's find out together what is your new purpose. Writing. It's about writing abilities. Maybe you are a natural born, either you do automatic writing, either you write a blog, you're a journalist, a blogger even for some others of you, or maybe this has to do with painting, becoming an artist, or maybe you are a natural born author. And your destiny and your purpose, it's not anymore about using your sensitivity to get drained by others, but it's about writing a novel, writing a self-help book, or any type of book that you want to write, and you're going to have a published deal, because this is what the universe wants you to do, not only to release karma, to release these heavy burdens, but to really come fully in alignment with who you really are, which is ultimately a teacher slash healer. And I feel you're one of these people that are going to write books. Maybe you're going to invent your own tarot deck, oracle deck for some others of you. You're going to go out on conference and teach people, you know, that type of career scenario. Definitely is involved writing, or maybe for some others of you is artistic writing, therefore imagination and novelist. All of this is possible, because ultimately it's all about the Queen of Cups. It's about sensitivity, being in the water of imagination. And there is nothing more powerful than imagination and wisdom, because they all come from the same source, which is the source and the energy that creates universes. And guess what? We also have the ibis, which is the god Thoth. It's the god of scripture and the scribe in ancient Egypt, which indeed does represent writing abilities. And this is the beautiful card of stand still. Stand still is the water are calm. You have released the burden. You let those people win because it was never worth it in the first place. And then you have realized realize that in this empty shelf and space of stillness, you have found your call back, you have found yourself back, and you are able to remove all the obstacles from your life and writing that thing down and be truly yourself. Because when you're writing, the words just flow from your hands. When you're painting, my dad used to say, painting, it's so good, or even anything that you can do with your hands, because you used to be very good with artisanship or craftships. Yeah, I don't know how to say in English, but it doesn't matter. Those statues that you build with wood, stuff like that. And he used to say it's an extension of your soul. Even Jimi Hendrix used to say that my guitar and my music are an extension of my soul. That's why they're so unique. That's what he meant. That's why nobody has ever done the music that Jimi Hendrix used to do, because that was a complete expression of his soul. And this is exactly what you're doing. You are expressing your soul better than ever before, in a way where it doesn't drain you, but at the same time you're giving maybe differently to people, and you're giving so much more, because you're really giving the light of your soul to others to see, but not to abuse you. Does it make any sense? I hope it does. And this is what I'm seeing for you. Group number 5, about your new purpose. Thumbs up if you like this video, comment down below, share your thoughts, and subscribe to this channel to have more pico cards, videos, you name it, I do it. And thank you so much for your support. Remember, there is 20% off on all my readings for a week. Thank you so much, you guys, for being here with me today. Thank you so much for all your lovely and kind words in my private messages, on my Etsy shop, in the emails that you send me, in the donation that you have done, in the community posts for me and Shupro as well. I love you guys. So we are in all this together. It's all gonna be fine. And remember, you're never ever wrong if you fall in love. Thank you so much, you guys. I love you and I appreciate you so much. You are the real deal. Bye.